We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Brings up second and 1. Here's second and a yard. Now Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Touchdown! Jacob Harris, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second down at 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, You just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Jason Myers set to kick off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. The question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Second and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Myers 14, Huskies 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a toss play right to Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Mayfield. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
A gain of 12. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Huskies 7.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Mostert. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Flyers add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Flyers 21, Huskies 7. Jason Myers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And caught by Henry. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 44, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. From the gun, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy 1st half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the 1st half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, watch the ball.
Mayfield now. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mayfield. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
56. It's our time. It's our time. Kings. 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yards.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On first down, Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Flyers are able to extend their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Flyers 28, Huskies 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacob Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Huskies get a bit closer. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, Jones. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the bootleg, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Flyers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Huskies 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. He's got Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
1st down, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 60.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.